Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it's coming up next. Brett Gardner is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Here's Nolan Arenado hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year.
No, that's outside.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Now that low 90s fastball, it won't overpower a lot of guys. But if it's mixed in well, it's a real effective pitch.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. And another foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Here's Daniel Murphy now, looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and that retires the side. Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
I like that check swing. He started to offer at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
3-0 now.
3 balls, no strikes.
3-0 count. Here it comes.
Strike.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside
3
corner.
balls, 1 strike.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Oh, he hung him one right there. Curveball right down the middle. Those balls go a long way. He must have been looking for something else.
Another payoff pitch. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit on the ground out to short. To second for 1. On to first. In time to take care of Trout. A double play. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did. Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Finally got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's another 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rendon. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. For Moreland, he picks up double number 2 on the year. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, and the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Hit in the air out toward left. Moving under it, Benintendi. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
Ball.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff.
Ball.
Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there were 2 down. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Carlos Santana. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Santana waiting on a 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He's pitching him with the respect of the power-hitting left-hander that he is. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The left-handed hitting. Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Votes got it, and he makes the throw to first. Benintendi is retired, and there's 1 away. Here's John Jaso now. Into the windup and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Check swing on that fastball right there. Looked like he's ready to tomahawk that bad boy, but he's able to hold up.
Pulled toward right center field. Gardner on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding into the box, Eduardo Nunez. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Gray's ready. Here it is on 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ball. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another 1-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Now batting, Stephen Vogt. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. The 0-1 pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Jeremy Hazelbaker comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a high pop-up to the left side. Rendon able to put it away, and that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Chris Heisey. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's flared out toward left. Coming in is Benintendi. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in, Tyler Naquin. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third. Settling in now, Joe Panik. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bat explodes as this is popped up. Just foul. Over to first, Gray. Runner's back. Gray ready with the 0-1. Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And the runner back safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A runner at first with no outs here. High in the air out to center field. Gardner is there. He's got it 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in to try it again, Ender Inciarte. He singled his last time up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And there he goes towards second. Lined into left field, a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Trout, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mitch Moreland. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 0 for 1.
Center fielder, Brett Gardner.
Sent on the ground out to second. The throw from his knees. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth. Ready for another chance. Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
He just missed on that changeup. I like that pitch right there. You got 2 strikes on him. Throw that changeup and see if he chases it. That time he laid off, but hey, good idea.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Daniel Murphy will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Matt, it looks like he was sitting there getting ready to jump on the first pitch fastball.
Oh, wow, what a stop. He is out. In now is Anthony Rendon. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Curveball stays a little high that time.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Ball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Ball.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them.
First out of the inning. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
He hit that changeup hard. Man, he saw it good. Just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. The pitch. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Now at the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. 0-1 pitch on its way. Bounce down the third baseline. And he'll get in there safely. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, trying to cash in here on this 2-out rally. Couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Digging in the switch hitter as Drupal Cabrera. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it. He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Now a check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at third. No swing. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
That's out.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Count is full.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Carlos Santana is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Santana waiting on a 1-1. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Oh, that was a good swing on a good pitch. He just wasn't able to keep it fair. He's going to want that.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Inciarte ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Here's Joe Panik. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Leading off for the Halos, second baseman.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Ball. No strikes.
Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Ball 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. Heisey is there to put it away for out number 1. Here's Ender Inciarte. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Gardner is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Gray ready with the 0-1.
That's a strike.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success. Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. Gray sets. Here's the first pitch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Over to first, Gray. Don't want to forget about him. No runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And he is in there. In now is Anthony Rendon, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ball 1.
No, that's in.
No, 2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Outside, 3-0 now. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's going to be a base hit. So the Angels are able to score first. It's 1-0. Ready once again, Andrew Benintendi. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Stephen Vogt comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game. He continues to.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Chris Heisey comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
0-2.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
1-2.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Moreland onto the grass, 2 down. Here's Brett Gardner now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Oh, he's looking pretty good right now. Look, that was a nice swing following the changeup. He just couldn't put it in play.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, in the inning. Here's John Jaso now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And this is fouled back and out of play. And that misses 1-1.
That's
Playing
back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Heisey is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. In there, strike one.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Heisey is there, 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Naquin. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0.
Gray's ready. Here's the 1-0. Bounce to first. Glove by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Nolan Arenado checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location of those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And there's his first base hit in this one. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
As Drupal Cabrera started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball 1. The 1-1 home to Cabrera. A fastball right over the outside corner. 1-2, here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Nunez. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Joe Panik. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Fouled back.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Ready once again, Ender Inciarte. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. And that swung on and fouled straight back.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. 1 run, 9 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Trout. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And he's back standing. Gray ready with the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Heisey going back. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. On to first, a double play. Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. Been a strikeout. Victim twice in this. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Josh Edgen. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Hey, first batter out of the pen, and he comes right inside. I like that. Kind of reminds everyone here he's here to compete.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play. So the count goes to 2-2 now. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another 2-2 offering. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, that pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Kyle Schwarber goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. 1 out, nobody on. And there's ball 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1. And now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Trying to pick things up. Where we left off, Stephen Vogt comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit early. Michael Givens enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Runner goes for second. Pitch is high. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Ball 2 now. For Santana, his first stolen base on the year. Slider taken for a cold strike. 2-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And he struck him out. At the plate, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here. Ready for another chance? Chris Heisey. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. And that misses ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Here's the first baseman now. Mitch Moreland, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Curveball that time, not even close. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And this is swung on and missed, and Moreland is set down on strikes for the first out. In now is Anthony Rendon. Singled homer run in his last time up. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Heisey racing back, and they have taken the lead. At the plate, Andrew Benintendi, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. So they'll make a matchup. Move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Hunter Pence will come on as a pinch hitter. Right there, Murphy at second. Scooped up, throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
The catcher, number 20.
In now, John Jaso. He flew out in his last at-bat. Jonathan Lucroy will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Adam Warren enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Adam. Warren.
Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet. Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measure the first pitch. Now get ready to hit.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Sean Gilmartin comes comes on from...
Now pitching for the Angels, number 36, Sean.
And a bunt attempt here to kick off the ninth. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get into chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away. But he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
And this will be handled by Pence for the first out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Last time through was a base hit. Into the windup and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 1-2. Here it comes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. Bases are empty. One man out. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Lifted in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. 2 down. Here's Daniel Murphy now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Panic's got it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball.